waiting for that federal judge to decide whether or not to allow bond for Sean Combs. All right, Darla, thank you very much. Well, Sean Combs has had a career dating back more than 30 years that started in Harlem and reached far beyond the music world. He is not only behind some of hip-hop's most legendary history. Combs cultivated a brand and grew his business to include his own fashion label, liquor partnership, and television network. In 2019, Forbes estimated his personal wealth was more than $700 million. All of that success earned him the key to New York City presented by Mayor Adams last year, which was then rescinded in June after an avalanche of civil lawsuits, criminal investigations, and that now notorious video of Combs attacking Cassie Ventura. Entertainment reporter Joelle Garguilo is in the newsroom with much more on the epic rise and fall of Sean Combs and his empire. Joelle.
Yeah, Liz, you say the rise, and for a generation of us who grew up with him, you know, the days of MTV, there were few people as big as Diddy. I mean, he was synonymous with hip-hop, with entertainment. He was a mogul beyond music before that was ever even a thing. And yes, we watched the rise for sure, and now playing out in the headlines, the fall.
From Harlem to the heights of hip-hop, at his peak, Sean Diddy Combs was a Grammy-winning music icon, a mogul who built a reported billion-dollar net worth.
Go ahead, mommy, breathe again.
Born in 1969 in New York City, Combs was raised by his mother after his father was killed when he was only 2. His mother, Janice, pushing him to pursue a business degree. He did that at Howard University, but left after a year for an internship at Uptown Records. His hustle and eye for talent propelled him to the ranks fast, to A&R executive and producer. But it was his discovery of Christopher Wallace, the notorious B.I.G., that would change his life and the course of hip-hop history.
It was all a dream.
In '93, Combs founded Bad Boy Records with Biggie as his star artist. Bad Boy's impact on 90s hip-hop was seismic.
Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player.
Hits like Biggie's Big Papa and Mary J's Real Love dominated the airwaves. Eventually, Combs himself started making music, releasing his debut album in '97 as Puff Daddy, selling 5 million copies and cementing his status as both a music mogul and artist. Combs saw the elevation as an opportunity, launching Sean John, a clothing brand, executive producing Making the Band, a hit reality show on MTV.
Too hot for TV.
He also orchestrated successful business ventures in liquor and the launch of his own media company, Revolt TV, each move expanding his massive empire. But amid the success, trouble was in the shadows. There was the East Coast-West Coast rap rivalry that led to the murders of Biggie and Tupac, the late-night club shooting when he was with then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez. There had been allegations of sexual assault and violence. Then 5 months ago, this video. Today, federal charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. A stunning and shocking fall from grace.
And the U.S. attorney summed it up better than I can, saying a year ago, Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City. Today, he's been indicted and will face justice in the Southern District of New York.